Previewing Week 15 in the NFL here at SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We're talking right now with returning guest Troy West from allplayswin.com. And anyone who's been following his videos this year knows that, at least with us, most of his plays really have won. And last week, did it again, 2-0. Troy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks, Pete. 2-0 again. We're feeling really good over here at allplayswin.com. One thing we're doing good in other sports too. We're at 70% right now in the NBA. 64% over our last 60 NFL and college football plays. So we're pretty proud about that. Got a company that works hard 7 days a week. We're doing good things over here. Appreciate you guys having us back.
You've definitely impressed me with your calls this year. We're going to start with Broncos at Ravens. Now, this is a game that, I don't know, when I first saw it, I thought the obvious pick here has to be Broncos. You know, I mean, they've won 7 in a row since their bye relatively easily. The Ravens just fired their offensive coordinator. They do have some issues on defense. Ray Rice is awesome, of course, but the Broncos also have a very good run defense. And just looking over the game overall, you know, great D with Denver. Peyton Manning giving only 2.5 points, even though they're on the road. I think that might be the way to go.
Hey, I'm with you, Pete. I'm with you on this one. We're going with Denver. Denver is just one of those games you got to go with right now. They're hot. They're really hot. And the Baltimore team, like you said, they make the change at offensive coordinator. Jim Caldwell's a great coach, great offensive coordinator, but it is tough to adapt to a new style within a week. They're coming off a really tough loss in overtime against Washington, which they had that game for, 59 minutes. They had that game. So they choke in overtime with Cousins coming in. I think Peyton Manning kind of licks apart this defense like he's been doing all year. I like Denver to win by 10 points. I really do. I just think Baltimore, they're a much better team at home. I think they will come out to play, but how can you go against Peyton Manning and the Broncos right now with all the stuff going on in Baltimore?
Yeah, giving only 2.5. The only thing that concerns me, I guess, is just that it's going to be, I have to assume it's going to be an obvious, huge public play. When I talked to Brent from BetDSI on Thursday, I'm assuming he'll say he's got like an 8-1 or even 10-1 count on the Broncos. So, the sports books know that that's going to happen if they put out this kind of a line with Peyton and Denver. So I'm just wondering if it's not some kind of, so-called trap.
Yeah, I hope not. I do think it's going to be a dogfight. Harbaugh will have his guys ready to play. There's no doubt about that. And Baltimore's got to win. They're kind of getting in the chase a little bit. But Denver's just playing too good for me right now to go against this. And NFL players, like you said, a lot of stuff going on with the Cam Cameron stuff and Caldwell coming in. It's tough to really get going in a week, especially coming off that overtime loss. Had they won last week or played a tighter game, I think they would have been okay. But I just think you got to go with Denver in this game. I think Denver's going to win this one.
All right. Well, it's going to be a big public play. Might be a big sharp play as well. And as we've seen repeatedly this year, a lot of these big public plays have been cashing and burning the books. We'll see. Thanks so much, Troy.